Coming up next, we will be discussing the flash floods in KZN. On the line right now, we are joined by Siboniso, where 2 children are among 7 people who have been killed in the flash floods. For an update on this developing story, we're now joined by KZN Cooperative Governance Department's Siboniso Mngadi. Siboniso, thank you so much for joining us. Tragic news coming in on Christmas Day of that 8-year-old's body that was discovered as well. That's making it 2 children who have now lost their lives. What is the status now of this flash flood and the search and rescue operation?
Tragic indeed. Yeah, we ended the day on the sad note after a body of the 8-year-old was also discovered in the Mandeni area in the north coast of the province. Our search and rescue has been on the ground since yesterday, trying maybe to recover the bodies that are still missing. You'll recall that in the area of Ladysmith, at this stand, 10 people have remained missing. There was also a high pressure because we experienced quite a number of an extensive rain throughout the day in different parts of the province. This makes the water level on the river to remain very high, which put too much pressure to our search and rescue teams. However, we've applauded them to the bravery that they've shown over the past 2 days, and we are hoping that by tomorrow they will get some positive results to recover some of the people that have been reported missing. Throughout the day, our disaster teams have also been offering disaster relief in the form of hygiene packs, mattresses to all families that have been affected. Tomorrow also the delegation that will be led by the MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, will visit the area of Ladysmith to meet with our disaster response teams on the ground and the search and rescue team. She will also visit the grieving families to offer the condolences and the assistance that government is availing to all the flood victims during this period.
And just going back to that 8-year-old who was the body that was discovered on Christmas Day, it was apparently alongside a 37-year-old man too. Do we know what the relation is between the two, and have we been able to also locate the family of the 8-year-old?
Yeah, well, we've been trying to establish. However, the very latest development that we received from our disaster teams, it was later discovered that the 37-year-old was found, but he was unharmed. He managed to escape the drowning and he went home after that. He was treated for trauma and he is currently receiving the counseling. So the number of missing people remains at 10 because of the latest development that we received from our disaster teams. But however, I can confirm that they are not related from the information that we have on the ground. However, our teams are still continuing to assess everyone because initially we were told that there were 3 people who had disappeared, but only 1 body was found. Then the 37-year-old was later found to have managed to escape and he went straight home. This was confirmed when the police, when they stopped the search and rescue due to the heavy rain. The police went back to his home, maybe to take some more statement, maybe to find his whereabouts and the last scene. And it was also found that he managed to escape the drowning and he went back home.
How difficult is this search and rescue operation currently? I mean, you speak that initially there were 3 people said to be missing. Now there's 10 who still remain missing. What do you anticipate that these numbers will increase as you continue with this operation?
Yeah, definitely. One of the decisions that have taken by the MEC for cooperative governance was to convene an urgent joint operation cluster meeting this afternoon. This was to activate all the municipalities to make sure that everyone is accounted for, to ensure that all the disaster reports have been attended to, because we have discovered that due to the heavy rain, some people maybe have not been able to report due to the virus reason. So what we want to do by the end of tomorrow, we want to make sure that everyone who's missing is reported to our disaster management team so that we can spread our search and rescue operation. Obviously, in terms of the challenges, there are challenges. If you look at the issue of Mandeni area, the search and rescue had to stop during the day because the rain was coming persistently, and then making it very difficult for our rescue team, who also want to protect them so that we ensure that we don't experience another tragedy while they're trying to save lives. So it has been quite challenging, and we, according to the information that we've received from the South African Weather Services, it shows that for a couple of days we will continue to receive more rains as a province. As a result, we have activated all our disaster management team to be on high alert. But on top of that, we wish to urge all our residents maybe to adhere to those alerts and make sure that they do not try to cross the river, particularly when the water levels are above your knee level. And also those who are using the road during this period, we know that it's still December holidays. People are traveling from one area to another, but we do also urge them maybe to try and postpone the trips if that possible.
You mentioned the cost as well of this, the life cost that we face, but also the contingency measures that will take place, because the rain is continuing. It's also hindering your search and rescue operations when it is rampant. What are the financial implications of the search and rescue operation, and is the province prepared for this?
Yeah, well, before the summer season, our provincial disaster management centers, they procure their disaster relief. Those are the big boxes which include all the kitchen material that can be used immediately, the food vouchers, the blankets, the mattresses. However, we must also appreciate the assistance that we receive from our social partners, who are the non-governmental organizations such as Mngadi Foundation, the IPSS Search and Rescue, which are also playing a huge role in terms of capacitating our South African police service, the K9 unit. So they are relief. They also come in very handy during this period when there is a high demand of those relief. But we do plan ahead to anticipate any eventuality as they happen, that we are able to cover all the ground. So we also do receive the donation from various people and organizations who wish to maybe take part and assist to whenever there is the massive destruction. Also, when we respond, we also invite all those people to come with us as we provide the relief.
Just in closing, it is still the festive season and holiday makers will be making their way to and fro, and the roads will still be busy. What is your message to travellers using particularly those routes in KZN that have been affected?
Yeah, well, because we're monitoring the pattern of the disaster that we're having, there is quite a number of incidents that we've responded to, if I can count from September up until now, and it seems like we'll continue to express this heavy rain. So our message to all people from KZN and those that will be traveling within the province, we advise them to make sure that they do check the weather. Try to travel during the time when it's not raining, and if it's raining, make sure that you adhere to all the safety measures. When roads are closed, we advise people not to adhere to those calls. The municipalities across the province are also on standby, have been alerted of the dangers that can be posed by the heavy rain. So we do appeal people, particularly those in the rural areas with the livestock, we advise them maybe to take care of their livestock, make sure that they do not try attempt to cross swollen rivers, because some of the incidents they've occurred because of such negligence. But we also want to advise people to be very disaster-wise when it comes to lightning. We have also dealt with quite a number of incidents where people have been struck by the lightning, and as a result, they've passed away.
Well, good luck with that search and rescue operation. That was Siboniso Mngadi, KZN Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs.